Guys, welcome to our house. Quick, come in, it's cold and rainy, so it's time to get cosy. Today is a very important anniversary. It's been 2 years to the day since we moved into our Gosford full of goodness, and I can't believe how quickly that time has passed. The entrance hall was always a factor as to why we loved the Gosford so much. I remember walking in the show home for the first time at our development and thinking, wow. Although it's not a huge space, it's big enough to not feel cramped, which I loved. In this space, we've chosen to keep it neutral and bright, but who knows, we may add colour eventually. But for now, this is the way it's staying, and I'm happy with that. No shoes allowed. Yeah, it's the one rule we have in our home and we are sticking with it. 2 words, cream carpets. Those of you who own a Gosford will know all about this unsightly fuse box that stands out like a sore thumb. That's why we decided to get a little creative with it. This covering that you see is actually a bathroom cabinet, and we turned it on its side and changed the handle to suit our taste. And I think it hides it away perfectly, or at least a little bit, so it's not the first thing you see when you walk in the room. When we first made our choices, we went for carpets throughout, but after an extremely wet winter in 2020, it was definitely time for change, as it just wasn't as practical as I thought. This flooring you see is solid wood in the colour grey oak, and it's guaranteed to actually last longer than a lifetime. Sounds perfect to me, and low maintenance too. Win-win. Now let's talk living room styling. I have seen some absolutely stunning modern lounges on many Instagram pages for the Gosford, but we like to keep things cosy and traditional in our household. I think my style inspiration definitely stems from my mum, without a doubt. She's always had a very homely taste, and I guess that's what's rubbed off on me too. I wanted this space to feel warm and inviting to those who enter, but still keeping fresh and up to date. Again, like our hall, we've chosen neutral tones that would make it possible to switch up the decor quickly if ever we choose to. However, in the 2 years we have lived here, this is probably the one room that's had the least change. I actually felt like I'd nailed this room from day one, which doesn't often happen with my perfectionist attitude. God, it annoys me at times. You'll notice the fireplace in here. This isn't included in the Gosford, but was always something we wanted to add in ourselves. And there is a couple of reasons for that. For one, I feel it's the perfect focal point when you enter into a room. 2, it's ultra cosy. And 3, how else would Father Christmas visit on Christmas Eve? Duh! Okay, so the next room we're about to head into is simply magical. There's not many that can say they wee in Hogwarts on a daily basis, but we can. Those of you who know me will know I have a huge Harry Potter obsession. So when we moved into our own house, I just had to have a Potter themed room. The wallpaper you see on the walls is designed by the wonderful Mina Lima. It was a little pricey, I'm not going to lie, but absolutely worth it. And I will not let a muggle convince me otherwise. So directly opposite our WC, you have the cupboard under the stairs. Very practical. There are no Harrys staying in here though, just janky candles and bottles of Zaflora. This was completely empty when we moved in, a blank canvas, but we decided to make use of the space in a clever way by building storage and adding lighting. This cupboard soon became a room even Potter would be happy to sleep in. Okay, are you hungry? Because it's time to eat. Let's move into our kitchen diner. This is probably the biggest space in our house, and I think this is one of the main reasons we were sold on the Gosford. Not only does it have enough space for a large dining table, it also has these wonderful French doors that lets loads of light into, which was a big plus for us. We've added some perfect fit blinds to the doors and windows for that extra bit of privacy, and the light still shines through, which is wonderful. If you're looking to purchase blinds like these, I would highly recommend them. Plus, they are so easy to fit yourselves too. I feel the one thing that does let this house down is the kitchen storage. There could be more of it, but for the three of us, it's perfect. But if you're a family and beyond, you may struggle a little bit, I'm not going to lie. However, I believe Taylor Wimpey have now changed the style of their kitchens and have included a pull-out larder in this space, which I'm extremely jealous of. I've seen photos of it and it looks amazing. So for those of you who have one of those in your Gosford, then woohoo! You're in for a real treat, and I am so envious of you. Okay, let's head upstairs. Hey Nala! So as we get to the top of the stairs, you will see the main bathroom directly in front of you. To the right is our bedroom, which includes the ensuite. To your left, you will see 2 doors. The door furthest away is the second double bedroom, and the one closer is our dressing room, or in technical terms, the 3rd bedroom. Something which I always wanted to do when we purchased our home was to create a room dedicated to our wonderful families and our memories throughout both of our lives. With our hallway having such tall ceilings and large walls, it would have been a shame to not display those memories in this particular space. I've also added a circular mirror and an extra large wall quote into the mix, and I think it works quite well. As I walk down these stairs each morning and back up each night, it's nearly impossible to not have a smile on my face as I look at our throwback photos, which was exactly the reaction I wanted from myself. Our main bathroom has been kept bright and airy with very, very little change to the decor. I think because we got to choose the tiles and the flooring, we didn't really feel the need to make drastic changes in the first few years of living here. Eventually though, we would like to add a shower and fully tile the walls. I'm thinking a stone coloured tile. What do you guys think? I've been Googling loads. Something you'll probably notice with me is my love of scented candles. I just can't get enough. As we enter into our bedroom, the first thing you may notice is the panelling on our back wall. This is actually wallpaper. As much as I would have loved the real thing, it just seems too permanent for my liking, so wallpaper was the next best thing, and I think it looks realistic. I've gone for a colour palette in here of sage, grey, creams and whites, keeping it neutral but keeping it warm for those chillier evenings. The stag light on the wall was the very first purchase we made, right at the start of our house saving journey. It will always be that little reminder of how far we've come since then. Also, have you noticed my love of woodland animals yet, as we've walked through from room to room? I absolutely adore nature and just couldn't resist bringing the outside in. So this is our ensuite. I've used similar colours in here to our bedroom just to tie everything in nicely. Originally, this room came with a standard radiator, but we chose to change to a heated towel rail and would never go back now. It makes such a difference in warmth and style. Eventually, we would like to half tile in here. I've seen so many en-suites like that and they look absolutely beautiful. As we move forward into our second bedroom, I can honestly say I almost prefer this to our bedroom. We've chopped and changed this room so many times and I finally got it to exactly how I envisioned it. We added colour to the walls, which made such a difference instantly. Adding colour to any blank space can seem daunting and I completely understand that, but guys, if you're thinking about doing it, go for it. You will not regret your decision. It's silly because colour is the most wonderful thing in the world, so use it. We chose the colour oatmeal. Instantly, when the first coat of paint went on the wall, I felt a sense of excitement. Yes guys, I am that sad. I knew I'd made the right choice and that's why I was so excited. We've chosen accessories that are warm toned whilst staying neutral to keep this space cosy and bright. I simply love it. So much so, I'd even consider moving rooms for this. I hope any guest that stays over in this room will feel comfortable and calm. So here we are guys, the final room in our home. This is probably one of my favourites, so it's best I saved it till last. It's definitely the most special and personal to me. It's my collectible / dressing room. In here, we have really allowed my personality to shine through with no limits. I have always wanted a navy room and now I finally got it. I feel like I've just walked into a library in Hogwarts and I love it. This is the room I come into to read, listen to music and to genuinely chill out. As we come to the end of my house tour, there's one question that's left unanswered, and that is, do we still love it as much as moving day 2 years ago? The answer to that is yes, even more so in fact. Our house is now a home, and with every change that happens in here, it makes it even more personal and special to us. I couldn't ever dream from leaving this wonderful space. It's a home that fits our family of 3 in perfectly, and that is all that we had ever wished and hoped for and more. Thank you for coming to visit me guys today. As always, stay happy, stay positive. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.